Welcome to the Samuel Leeds Podcast. On this week's episode, we talk influencers, investing and inspiration. So what have you been up to this week?
This week has been a crazy busy week. So we met up with Patricia Bright,
Yes.
which was awesome.
Yeah,
and you
that's
kind of
super
made
cool.
that happen a little bit. So,
A little bit.
So you know what? It's so cool meeting all these great people. And I've been training. I've been spending some time at home. I've been going crazy about some of the bats in the castle, which has just been mad. But we've just had our license. They've given us a license to be able to do work. So the bats are all sorted. The bats are housed. The bats have homes.
out.
The bats are good. So just juggling business and media and property and training. I've been in the office loads, as you've probably picked up, just because I can't keep away. I love the buzz. What happened earlier? Why was everyone clapping randomly?
Why was everyone clapping? We had Employee of the Month was announced.
Who was it?
So it was Ahmad from
Ahmad.
Finance. Shout out Ahmad.
Massive shout out to Ahmad, our finance money man.
Yeah.
You need to have a good money man.
Yeah.
You need to have a good money man. So
100%.
yeah, so it's been a great week.
So cool. So talk to me a little bit about influencers and, Patricia Bright and what you're doing with people at the minute.
So I'm really excited because I've just basically, there's this person in our team who's amazing who I've just would you say promoted? Made talent manager. So I don't know exactly what they're going to be doing, but they're going to be working specifically with booking me speaking engagements and also working with influencers. But you can tell us more because obviously you're that person.
Yes, so basically I'm going to be doing talent management, and what that involves is basically anyone that's on Samuel's channel, doing contracts, like talking to them, and so that includes winners on a Wednesday, so all the success students, that includes influencers, that includes experts that we might get on the channel.
Do you know what as well? I love that you've almost created a community with the Winners Wednesday people.
Yeah.
So now when Winners Wednesday are coming on, it's not like they just come in on the show, sharing their story. Mm-hmm. Great. And obviously they get exposure off that and it's awesome. But now it's like you're going to be doing dinners, Winners Wednesday dinner, a Winners Wednesday Facebook group, a Winners Wednesday VIP WhatsApp. Hey, what's up? Like, that's just awesome.
Yeah.
Because I think our whole business philosophy is you make one move, we make 10. And when people work hard enough to be able to come on Winners Wednesday, meaning they're financially free or they've had their life dramatically changed through property as a result of our training. I mean, geez, man, we want to celebrate that.
Yeah.
Celebrate that like crazy.
Definitely. Yeah, we're making it more so it's almost like its own little company, Winners Wednesday, that we want to make it.
Yeah.
So
almost.
it's like, it's like the top
enterprise
the top people. Yeah. So it's like the top people in the company that
it's
are
got
really
its own CRM system.
Yeah.
Meaning, what does CRM stand for? Like
client relationship management?
Yeah.
Customer relationship management?
Which is kind of what you are. A talent CRM system. No, but for sure. And the thing is, this role that you're doing is kind of like what I did informally before, but didn't have the time to really do.
Yeah.
And I'd be getting people saying, oh, Samuel, can you come and speak at this event? Or I've been having so many people all over the world trying to book me to go and speak at their events or run stuff or feature on their YouTube channel. And it's not that in the past I've not wanted to. I've really wanted to, but I just haven't physically either had the time or I haven't even seen the message. What about, tell them about what happened on Instagram when you were on the unfiltered messages?
Oh, was this about Anthony?
Well, no, not necessarily him, but just general.
Just in general. So we have, obviously, you'll have like message requests of people maybe you're not following.
Who I'm not following, so I don't see it.
Yeah, so you won't see it. And on there, we'll have like loads of footballers, like influencers, all these people reaching out, and the messages just aren't read. So
I didn't even see them. So if you are a celebrity or an influencer or just a regular person who's awesome, and you've been messaging me on Instagram and I've not been responding, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because I literally haven't even seen the messages. I didn't even know that folder existed.
Oh.
I didn't even, and you were there. We were driving, and you were just scrolling through, going, "Oh, this person," and there was like all these famous people, and this person, and these footballers, and this person, and I'm just like, I can't believe I've blanked these people. And you know what makes it worse? After 30 days, it deletes the message.
Yeah.
So we only spotted this last month. Imagine how many people have messaged us, and now their message is gone, and we don't even know.
Yeah.
Terrible.
It's crazy. But we're on it now, and we'll definitely be getting back to people more. And
so who are you working with? You've worked with Patricia Bright.
Yeah.
You've worked with James Caan.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was so cool.
Did you like meeting James?
Yeah, he was super cool. He was super down to earth.
What was James like in compared to what you thought he would be like?
I thought it'd be a lot more stern. Like I can remember when I was setting up the like cameras and he was just making funny faces and he just seemed super relaxed.
Because he's like a dragon on was a dragon on Dragon's Den.
Yeah.
And you'd think he'd be really like, what's the word? Hard and business-like. But he's actually such a nice guy. Yeah. So cool, but so smart.
Yeah, it was incredible to like hear everything he's done. Yeah. Like so much charity work as well. And
then also, I don't know how involved you were. Did you come to the Robert Kiyosaki dinner?
I didn't. That was before my time.
Are you going to come and meet Grant Cardone in Miami at some point?
I would love to.
I'm sure you will. Nick's met Grant Cardone.
It's on the podcast now.
You have to. You've met him, right? And Nick's met everybody. Nick met Gary Vaynerchuk. Yeah. And Grant Cardone. Amelia, you've got a lot of catching up to do, I'm sure.
Before I get to Nick's stage.
Yeah, Nick's the OG. Nick's the first person ever to join the media team. Yeah. And
crazy.
Yeah, shout out to Nick.
Granddad Nick. So looking at this week, we also was it this week or last week we did your house tour.
That was this week.
The weeks go so fast.
That was this week. That was like 3 days ago.
Monday. Yeah. But see,
every day rolls into one. That's why you need to take a day off. If you don't take one day off a week on a Sunday, then every day rolls into one. Yeah. But the house tour, what about it? It was great, wasn't it?
It was so cool. So how do you find working with like different people and like, so for example, now that you're almost like you have your social following and your YouTube, do you get people in to do jobs and stuff and offer them like exposure and stuff like that, or how do you work with all that
that's
stuff?
A very secretive question. That's very
secrets on the podcast.
You know what? That's so taboo. It's a really interesting one that I'll talk about this and then I can answer the question. But there was so a lot of influencers, people that have got like 100,000 plus subscribers on YouTube, like us, they ask for stuff for free. Yeah. But sometimes it's really responded bad to. So I saw a news article of a guy, to be fair, he didn't have that many followers. I think he had like 35,000 followers. And he was trying to stay at a luxury hotel for free. And he's like, can I stay for free? And I'll give you a shout out and I'll vlog my experience at your hotel. But it was like a small B&B type thing, but it was nice. It was like quite a posh thing, I think. And they were so offended that he even had the audacity to ask. They screenshot his message and then like shamed him on social media and were like saying, this person's trying to do it for free, pay your way, how dare you? And then they had they banned influencers from even ever coming to there. It's like, we don't want to ever deal with it. Like they were so offended. And I was thinking, like, I get people offering to do stuff for me for free all the time. Yeah. So I don't quite know what the etiquette is there. I'm still learning. Yeah. But
it's a completely new field. Like the whole influencer thing is just like everyday people, well, every day, but so are celebrities. But it's like anyone just been able to almost make themselves famous is interesting. It's such an interesting concept.
Anyone can make themselves famous, but if you haven't got any content or charisma or persistence to be consistent, then it's probably not going to happen. but yeah, anyone can. Yeah. Because everyone's in the same boat. But so to answer your question is, people say to me, Samuel, I'll do your mortgages for free. I just want you to give me a shout on YouTube. Or I might say to someone, hey, I'll do a free mentoring session with you. And because you've got over 1 million subscribers, I'll do it for free. But I just want you to be able to share. I want to be able to video it and I want you to share it. Because I want to help and inspire more people and I want to grow my reach and channel. So that whole world is something that I do not understand. I don't know the etiquette of it. I don't know if it's, that's kind of why I got you. Yeah. So
to help with it. It's just kind of like value exchange. So instead of money, it's a different
It's like bartering.
Value. Yeah.
It's like bartering, and I've had this a lot as well. See, I don't barter with people anymore. I've had people that have said to me, Samuel, can I do your advanced training for free, but I'll give you this. But what I've always found is those people, they don't value the training as much.
Okay, interesting.
Because they didn't pay. If you pay, then you pay attention.
I like that.
So I don't know what I think of bartering, and luckily I don't have to deal with that. I'll let you deal with that. Because, like same with speaking engagements, people want me to go and speak at their event, but like for me to go and speak at an event, I'm going to be out the office. Yeah, I could be losing hundreds of thousands of pounds if you include travel and this. Yeah. And then but people will say, I'd never pay you £100,000 to come and speak for an hour at my event. Okay, well then don't. I'm not forcing anybody, but I can't really justify going away from my business, my office, my own events, my own, like, to speak at your event. I can't justify it unless I've got some kind of a value. There's got to be value exchange.
So how do you kind of manage your time then amongst things? Like, do you kind of prioritize things that are maybe like higher value? So for example, you might be like, okay, my YouTube comes first, my business stuff, or how
well, I could ask you this question because you kind of manage my diary a little bit.
A little bit.
You and Valerie.
Yeah.
So Valerie's my PA. You need a PA, but then you're like not a PA, you're a talent manager. But I guess you do prioritize stuff like that a little bit. So how do I prioritize it? I guess from my point of view is the honest answer. Partly, I just kind of do what I'll enjoy most.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, I have to be honest.
Yeah,
I have to be honest. So there is a case of like sometimes I do things I don't enjoy, but if you look at my diary and it's full, it's not filled with stuff that I don't like doing. It's filled with stuff that I really like doing. So I think that the thing that I enjoy most will be the thing that I'll spend the most time on.
Which is?
Meeting cool people, doing training, finding deals, making deals happen, doing YouTube videos. I mean, if I didn't love doing YouTube videos, I'd be miserable because I do a video every day.
Yeah.
So you've got to do what you love doing. And also I like short meetings. I don't necessarily like having like big long discussions about stuff. I want to make the decision. So that kind of stuff. Yeah. And traveling, I like traveling. And I think was it you that said to me, oh, this came along, but it's overseas, so I don't know if you want me to book it or not. And I was like, yo, if it's overseas, even better. Book it.
Yeah.
Book me in.
Yeah. When I think about that now, I'm kind of like, why did I even initially think that? Because I saw it was like a speaking kind of event thing that you could go to. And it was in America. And I was just thinking, oh, I guess that won't happen then. Which is quite small-minded.
Chance to meet Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah, to meet Oprah. But I was just thinking, I guess a tour, I'll wait till she does a tour in the UK. Which when you think about it, it's probably a very bad mindset.
Yeah, we can't wait for Oprah to come to the UK. We'll go to... Yeah, but what did I say to you? Do you remember?
You said just book it.
No, like I said for the entrepreneur, a plane journey is not an objection.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
But you can't be letting plane journeys and stuff stop you. But as it happens, I like flying.
Yeah. So do you think it's a luxury that you now get to do majority of stuff that you like?
No, I think everyone should do what they like. I tell the same to you guys. I'm like, do what you like. What did I ask you at the last meeting that we had? We went around the room, and I want to know what you all love doing. And you said, I love putting together little 30-second
social media
thingies.
videos.
Adam loves making movies and trailers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, Nick loves being organised and heading up all the YouTube, making sure all the schedules are good. You didn't know what you loved. We had an argument. I was like, come on, Amelia. You were like just coming out with words like strategic, influencer, eyeballs on stuff. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about, lady? But then we chatted and you we as a team managed to pull it out of you.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I don't think anyone should do what they hate. I don't think anyone should do something they hate doing. No one should do that. And financial freedom doesn't mean don't work anymore. It means you have the choice. You have the choice to do what you enjoy doing. So you can live a life of freedom and actually be in a job. I'm in a job in a way because I still come to the office like everyone comes to the office. But it's from choice, and I think that's the same for everyone. Everyone has a choice to be here or not. You have a choice to be sat on this chair with me doing this podcast. Yeah. You're doing what you enjoy doing. So I think when and I really believe that when you've got a team of people on a mission that have got the same values, the same heart, and all doing different roles that they actually enjoy doing, then that's great. Because some people love doing, like Ahmed, who won the Employee of the Month just today. He loves doing finance. Yeah. He loves it. Now, you probably wouldn't enjoy it so much. I don't know. So I fill my diary with stuff that I love, but I would also want the same for everyone in the business, really. Yeah. To fill the diary of what they love. Yeah. No, as long as it's also as long as you're doing stuff that's also productive. Like if I said I love video games and eating, then I'm not serving anybody. Yeah. So it's how can I be of best value and be of use in the best way, but also be doing something that I really enjoy doing.
Yeah.
I think Dr. John DeMartini says
I was just going to say
something. Yeah, what does he say? He says, how can I do what I love and get paid handsomely to do it? So it's like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like your value and what.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it doesn't feel, because if you love what you do, then you'll never work a day in your life.
So is that kind of advice you would give to people when they're looking for what to do? Just what would you do if you weren't going to be paid?
Yeah, but it's also got to make money.
Yeah.
So you've got to be able to make money. But yeah, what do you enjoy doing? What are you good at? What are you passionate about? And then you're not having to look at the clock and think, oh man, I've got another. Like when I was at school, I used to just watch the clock all day. I couldn't wait to leave.
Yeah.
And I just think that sucks.
Is that why you're such a big advocate for leaving school if you feel like you're being pulled somewhere else?
Yeah, because people go to school just because they want to please their parents, and they go to university just because it's all smokes and mirrors, and on the basis that they'll get a job when they leave university, a job doing something that they don't want to do. Like, it's just a complete hoax. Why would you go to university to study something, to get a job doing something that you don't actually want to do, to make a living? Why not just figure out how to make a living doing something else?
Yeah.
So, yeah, for sure.
One of the videos that we put up this week was of you on BBC.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about that.
I go on BBC all the time. I was on BBC. I think that was actually an old video though. Was it the one about the Financial Freedom Challenge?
Yeah, the FF.
Okay. Yeah, that was actually an old. So I uploaded that this week, but that happened a while ago. That was about the Financial Freedom Challenge. When I became financially free all over again, starting from scratch, it made headline news.
Yeah.
So I went into the BBC. I was on I think it was the 6 o'clock news.
So cool.
And they just asked me, how did you do it? Why did you do it? Just a few minutes. But hey, that's 3 minutes on BBC 6 o'clock news is kind of cool.
No, that's super cool.
Yeah.
So when do you imagine doing your next FF challenge?
I don't know. Every time I do a Financial Freedom Challenge, I always say, never again. But then within a few weeks or months, I'm like itching to do it again. They're so hard though. They're so hard. And I know at some point I'm going to fail.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm afraid to fail. Maybe it would be good to call it a day with them. I don't know. I'll probably just keep doing them. And if I fail, I know I'm going to have to do it again in the same place.
Yeah.
Because I'm too competitive.
Is there any country you'd be scared to do it in?
Any country.
Or you think it'd be really hard?
Oh yeah, there'd be some countries. I mean, there's some countries where it's almost illegal to make money. Like you just can't. There's some countries you just cannot be an entrepreneur, and you just got to move.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. They're like, I mean, I wouldn't go. There's some countries where I just wouldn't even try it. But if I was born in that country, I'd move. In the same way that I moved to London. Yeah. Jim Rohn says you can move. You're not a tree. So you don't have to just bitch and moan about where you are. You can actually move because people can move. Now, of course, there might be some restrictions on exactly where you can go with visas and things like that. But where would I really not want to go? I don't know. I'd rather think about where I'd like to go. I'd like to go to Holland, Netherlands. I'd like to go to Germany. I'd like to try it in some parts of Africa. I'd like to go back to America and do it in some different states in America. I'd like to do the Financial Freedom Challenge in Australia.
Australia would be good.
You've been to Australia?
Yes.
I've never been to Australia.
I just think it has so much opportunity.
Yeah?
Yeah, especially with property. Like, I didn't know from a buying point of
Then
view.
why do all the Australians come to the UK, though, and come on my crash course?
Interesting. I guess you'd have to ask them.
I'll have to ask them. I mean, honestly, they fly over, don't they?
Yeah, it's crazy.
From Sydney, Australia, to London for 2 days and then fly back.
It's mental. I think Australia is just one of those places constantly growing because there's so much land as well.
But it's everything's supply and demand. And if there's, I mean, on the planet, there's a shortage of houses and there's an overpopulation of people on the planet, not just in the UK. Like right now, there's over 7 billion people in this world. And if you look at the predictions of where it's going, we're going to be struggling to house everybody. So if you buy property, someone said, don't wait to buy property and wait. I mean, of course, the world is a big place, and the markets are very different in different places. But property investment is not just something that's UK based. You can do it in many countries across the world.
No, that's cool. So, do you have any plans for any other kind of videos, or have you got anything that you're like an itch that you want to scratch at the minute? in terms of content?
Yeah, I have. I've got a few ideas. I don't know whether I really want to put it out there, but maybe I will. Yeah, because you always do this to me. Yeah, okay. So I'll tell you something really interesting. I've told you this story before, but I don't think I've told it on YouTube or on podcast before. The guy called Phil, you know, the crash course. Yeah. The guy that okay, so for anyone that hasn't heard the story, i.e. most people, is I believe that some people just will not be successful in life. And it's not because they can't, it's just because they won't. They have that much fear. They're that skeptical. They're that unprepared to take action. No matter what I can do as a trainer, no matter what advice I can give them, they're just never going to be successful. It's never going to happen for them. And I believe that I can spend 3 minutes with pretty much any person on the planet, and I'll be able to tell them whether they're going to be successful in business or property or not. I can just tell.
Interesting.
I can meet someone, and within a few minutes of chatting with them, I just know if they're going to be successful or not. And if they're not, they can be broke as anything. But I can tell, okay, you're broke right now, but yes, you're going to be successful, because I can tell from their mind, I can tell from the way their language they use, the way they speak, the way they think. So there's this guy at the crash course, and I sensed that he was not going to be successful. In fact, probably more than sensed. I knew he was not going to be successful. He just wasn't. But he's asking questions, and he was asking about insurances and this and that. I was just thinking, this dude's never going to be successful. And I basically gave him a free house. So, cut a long story short, I was about to sign the paperwork on a house myself, and I said, look, I'll fund everything, but you can have it. Title deed's in your name, all you need to do is sign. And cut a long story short, he didn't sign. It's
mental.
Like, if you won't sign when it's handed to you on a plate, and you have to pay nothing for it, even the frigging contract is paid for, and you're still like, oh, I'll think about it. Oh, I need to talk to my wife. I never make a decision unless I have a face-to-face first with my wife. It's a little rule I have. Well, it's a stupid rule. So you're never going to be successful. I think I'm going to probably do the exercise again with someone that I know's broke-minded, but film it.
Interesting.
And film it. Because I wish that I'd filmed Phil. Because people think, I can't believe that. All everyone says is, I would sign it. I would sign it. You know, Phil's an idiot. But I think many people wouldn't sign it. I could literally get a piece of paper with a legally binding contract, me giving away a free house. I could walk around the streets of London and no one would sign their damn contract.
I agree.
And I might do that as an experiment. But if anyone has any ideas listening to this, if you want me to do any experiments, or if anyone's listening that thinks they've got an idea of me as a creator around property, or you know, whatever it could be, any ideas, financial freedom challenges or social experiments, just let us know. And I'm crazy enough to do it because I have the time and I have the money and I have the inclination.
Yeah.
And I'll just go do it.
No, definitely. We're looking to make 2020 make content even more exciting.
Yes, crazy ideas.
And get you everywhere. So the other day we also went to Sky TV. We also did.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. The days. So yeah, tell me a bit about that. What are you doing with Sky?
I love working with Sky. So we are on Property TV. I think we've got a weekly show on there.
Yeah.
A weekly show, which is we're on Sky every week.
Yeah,
on
every
a Tuesday,
single week.
7 p.m. And they wanted me. It was so popular that they wanted me to do some stuff on a Sunday as well. I wasn't filming on a Sunday, but we just went in, we shot some stuff. It was great. The studios were really good.
So
you know what? I'm so desperate to have our own proper studio.
Honestly, we're gonna look for. I'm doing viewings next week for some studios, so
we need one.
Watch your space.
Because we were I don't know. We were gonna have one in the office, but then there's just nothing quite right. And then my house, for sure, we can have a studio at my house. But then sometimes I don't want everyone coming to my house every time we do a video, and we need to come up with a solution. Definitely. Because this, where we are now, is not good enough.
No, we want to make it
so
better.
Average.
We need a cool studio. So I also came along to the Sky, and I was kind of like looking at like their setup. So
yeah, we do.
As a media team, we're gonna make something.
We're gonna make it happen.
So if you could be a speaker on any stage, or speak and collaborate with somebody, who would it be?
I mean, I'm struggling to even speak on my own stages. Whose stage would I love to speak on? I'm definitely going to be speaking to Grant Cardone about doing some stuff together. He's keen to do some stuff together. We've spoke. He's awesome. I've spoken on stage with Robert Kiyosaki. I really am keen, and I think I've said this to you before. Yeah. I'm really keen to meet and do something with Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins. I love Tony Robbins. Yeah. Tony Robbins is just such an amazing human being, and I'd love to do something with Tony. So if Tony's listening to this, he needs to just get his ass to London, and or just message me. Or
you can get on a plane.
Yeah, maybe we should actually reach out to Tony, because we've not. Maybe I should stop waiting for Tony to reach out to me, and I should just reach out to Tony. I'd love to do something with him. Speaking on stage with Tony would be amazing.
No, that's so cool. So if you had one place in the world right now that you had properties, if you're going to start investing abroad, where would it be?
The States.
How come?
Because there's some parts of America which have bottomed out real bad, and property prices are cheaper today than they were in 2008. And if they've bottomed out, there's only one way they can go. There's some parts of the States like that where they're also investing heavily into, retail and parks and cities and buildings. And I just think there's some massive opportunities out there. People, when I was in even Philadelphia, there was I was meeting average people that would have bought a house for like 20 grand, spent 20 on it, 40 grand in total, $40,000, and then selling it for like 80.
Wow.
Like doubling their money. And there's massive opportunities in the States. So I think if I wasn't going to be, and also I might do some stuff with Grant Cardone. He's been trying to persuade me to invest with him on some like really big deals, also in America. So the problem is when you start investing in areas where you don't know, there's always more risk.
Yeah.
The UK, I know it like the back of my hand, so it's much easier for me to invest in the UK. So, but if I was going to move, I would say America, yeah. But I think I'm not itching to do that anytime soon.
I was watching some of the older videos before, and I saw your business plan for this year.
Yes.
Where you look at how many houses you want to buy and all that kind of thing. How's it gone so far?
Oh, I was so conservative on that video. Have you video? I've done that and probably that again and that again and that again. I've probably 4 times what I was planning on doing. Killed that. Yeah. Killed that. I've bought so many properties this year and done much better projects as well than I was thinking. But I always publicise what I'm going to do, because I think that most people want to keep all their cards so close to their chest. They don't want to tell people what they're about to do because they're scared people will copy them. I'm the opposite. I want people to copy me, because then I'm a trendsetter.
Yeah.
And if people are copying you, then it means you're helping people. It means you're influencing people. It means that you're good. It's quite flattering if people copy you. McDonald's published their business plan online for all to see.
Wow.
So all these people that are like, oh, I'm scared they're going to copy you. It's just like, come on, they're never going to copy you, dick. You suck anyway. Your idea's terrible. So if you've got a good idea, I think it's worth sharing.
Yeah.
So every year I'll always say, this is what I'm going to do. I'll tell the world, and then I'll make it happen. And then I have people like you 10 months later holding me to account. And I'm able to say, I smashed it, thanks.
Oh, that's so cool. Thank you so much for letting me talk to you today. And I'll see you all in the next podcast. Bye.